76ers have got some work to do. Sotto tips it in.
Well, that'll work. Great start.
Through someone more creaky, Adelaide. They need to make someone a focal point.
I just think it's the early exits, finding the short roller. They did a pretty good job earlier late in the second quarter. But Ian Clark and DJ in that middle pick and roll. The hard show comes from Tassie. That's how they like to play with their defensive schemes. But
got it.
There's your man, Gibbo.
There he is, right on cue.
Monday was a huge focal point offensively in their loss to New Zealand. From McCarron. CJ Bruton continues to work,
but he needs some energy from his players. You shouldn't need your coach to be that up and about. Like this should be player driven. Where are the other guys on the bench that are up and about and helping?
Tasmania by 5. Both teams playing in their heritage strips tonight. They look absolutely superb.
Doyle. Right hand. Real tough to stop us.
But Robert Franks has had enough. He's like, you know what?
That's worked. 2 threes in this third quarter for Franks, and very quickly he's up to 14.
Well, just get the man the ball, please.
The next best score after that is 5. He's knocked down.
Now scored twice, but to not even let him touch the ball it's unacceptable.
Doyle off balance. Karen surveys all options, goes with the left hand and scores himself.
It was the politically correct answer. But the thing is, you also go into the huddle and you look at that guy who didn't pass you the ball and you stare at him and he knows you're looking at you, 2 threes. I'm going to fly and kick you in the neck.
Now that doesn't mean if you're open like that, Mitch McCarron layup, that's a great take. If you have the option to take the hoop, obviously you take that, but if it's set, and it's in the half court, you've got to get your guy the ball.
And this will be one that the Jack Jumpers might...
Well, they've got so many weapons that they can go to that they sometimes forget that Robert Franks is there and they really can't afford to just take it upon himself and just keep it going as long as he can. But full credit to the Jack Jumpers here. Their defense has been excellent again tonight. They've kept far in this game, well down on their season average.
Trigger 3 there, but it might just be Franks right now handles that ball and you play a little handoff action, you play a little 2-man game. Just initiate the offense yourself, give yourself a chance to touch it and make the defense.
Steindl has the job of trying to stop him. There's the switch on Magnate, pulls up. Bank that one home.
This is what happens when you don't get the ball out of offense. You come down and...
That man's hot.
Jack McVeigh's on a heater.
With 25.
I don't know how you lose Jack right now.
Up against Melbourne. And you'll see Perth and Adelaide, roof open, headed towards a sellout at RAC Arena. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere.
That will be incredible. Any openness.
It's Kelly fouled. Will be on the line. That starting lineup tonight. This is both.
Again, so he has been quiet, but fourth quarters are when it's counting.
Doyle blew past Cleveland and got to the...
You come back, you're trying to get it down under 10 and give up a wide open right-hand layup.
That's a wild one.
It's the fact that he's honest. You know, he'll tell you that he's up 90% of the time, but he's honest about the 10% where he's not feeling the best and how maybe just to deal with it a little bit and just to...
Hopefully to see some dunks out of you, Creaky, to raise that money.
If I get a dunk, you got to put in $500.
Oh, jeez.
It's fair.
102.
No, I'm not about There's Kelly.
Here we go.
Basket counts.
Bunch of guys on the bench. A lot of sad-looking long...
Need everything to go right. They're going to need stops. And that includes stopping Milton Doyle.
Putting together a game is...
Jack Jumpers happy to absorb the full 24 available to them.
That's just great ball movement.
What are your thoughts on Newcastle, Canberra, Darwin? Where do you think we're going next? I think they're growing the country, so absolutely loving it. And what a race to the playoffs as well. Who's going to win it?
Come here's the head coach, or might have to make a trade and come hang out.
First one I called, but just incredible how the league's grown in such a short amount of time.
Gibbo's first request will be for the head office to be based on Cavill Avenue.
Broadbeach. East nightclub was the locals.
Kelly puts the... They've stepped up when it's mattered most. 16 points for Rashard Kelly. Milton Doyle's got 24. Jack McVeigh's got 28. Fired on all cylinders in the back half of this game. That bucket will count.
Look good though.
Great. A lot of one-out offense, and if you don't make those shots, then it just ignites Tassie's offense. So Adelaide, I think,
You can look at it if you want to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Referee says that's straight off your knee.
The other thing with this, .com.au.
Yeah, you mentioned the loss, puts games, and obviously every game's going to count now towards the end of the season, but it's going to be a real logjam to try and make that top 6.
Kelly rolls to the cup. Points will count.
Great performance.
Have not looked back. They look a little different. They play a little different to last.
And also, you've added him back in, but they play their same way, and that's all through Scott Roth and the culture he set. So when you establish that, like Perth have done for years, anyone that comes in, they just know their role, they know what's expected, and it's easy to keep continuing on that way.
Last 90 seconds of this one. It'll be a big win for the Jack Jumpers, and they'll go close to putting 100 on the board once more. Robert Franks.
He's been great. Obviously too little too late, but just making plays by himself. Individual brilliance. It's a tough shot.
It'll help if Adelaide want to get a few more wins.
We've got Perth on Saturday night, as we mentioned. Roof open, headed towards a sellout at RAC Arena, so another hostile environment for the 36ers. Brisbane and Melbourne, round 16. Jet steps back.
Look for mid weapons all over the floor.
Fans up.
Yeah. Got to get one in.
That's a... David Cooth. Doesn't get that to drop. Isaac White out there for Tasmania as well. And they're going to finish in possession. The Jack Jumpers continue to march. 98-82 over the Adelaide 36ers. That's